Guys, welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have Africans hate American and Chinese motorcycles. And guess who's winning? Before we dive in, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit the join button and receive your exclusive benefits. Let's get to it.
Once doubted by European and Chinese firms, Indian two-wheeler manufacturers now have the largest presence in Africa. Indian motorcycles now make up more than 50% of all sales in the youngest continent.
From the busy streets of Lagos to the rugged terrains of Nairobi and the deserts of Morocco and Egypt, motorcycles are the lifeline of daily transport, the backbone of commerce, and the ultimate symbol of mobility. But here's the big twist. While American and Chinese brands once dominated the market, it's the Indian motorcycle giants that are now leaving them in the dust. In this video, we're exploring how Indian motorcycle companies are killing Chinese and American brands in Africa. What strategies did Indian brands like Bajaj, TVS, and Hero MotoCorp use to take over? And why are European and American brands struggling to keep up? Stick around as we break it all down. But before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates. So, how did the Indian brands take over? Let's go back a couple of decades. African countries were flooded with motorcycles from China, Europe, and the United States. Brands like Lifan, Lonson, Zongshen, Harley-Davidson, and Honda were competing for the top spot. But something was missing: reliability, affordability, and adaptability to Africa's tough roads. Then came the Indian manufacturers. They didn't just enter the market, they studied it, adapted their bikes, and conquered it. If you look at the data, Indian motorcycle sales started skyrocketing from 2012 and have remained on top since then. Today, Indian brands dominate more than 60% of the African market. In countries like Nigeria,
America and China ain't got no chance. India's already absolutely dominating the market. I'm sure their bikes are more affordable. I'm sure they're also that's just what they want out in Africa. I don't know if they're high quality. That's why, but that's what they want in Africa. They want Indian bikes. I assume they're high quality if they're in such demand. But yeah, hey. India got India got motorcycles all by
Uganda, Ghana, and Tanzania. Indian motorcycles outsell Chinese and American brands by a ratio of nearly 4-to-1. So, what exactly did the Indian brands do differently? It all comes down to these key strategies. Affordable pricing. Indian motorcycles are significantly cheaper than their American counterparts and offer better durability than Chinese bikes. Rugged design for African roads. Models like the Bajaj Boxer 150, TVS HLX 125, and Hero Don 125 are built to handle Africa's rough roads and heavy loads. Widespread spare parts availability. Indian manufacturers set up distribution networks across Africa, making it easier for riders to find and replace parts. Fuel efficiency. With petrol prices rising, bikes like the TVS Star HLX 125 consume less fuel, making them the preferred choice. Easy financing options.
I mean, when you're going through the list of options, I mean, my days, if India's beating US and China in all of these categories, they have no chance. There's a reason it's 4-to-1. Affordable pricing, absolutely huge when it comes to anywhere in the world. Better for the rugged roads in Africa, absolutely incredible if your roads are rugged. Easy financing options, less money spent on petrol because it's better at preserving fuel. Like it's turning into a no-brainer, and he's not even halfway through.
Indian companies partnered with local banks and microfinance firms to offer installment-based motorcycle purchases, allowing even low-income riders to own a bike. Indian domestic markets and African markets have similar dynamics and price sensitivity. Indians, understanding this, successfully replicated these strategies abroad. As you can see in the chart, the price differences between Indian and American options are drastic. So,
America shouldn't even try to compete. They should try to compete in the luxury market, but don't try to compete with India and China. the everyday lives most people because you can't compete in that. Look, that was astronomical, that pricing comparatively.
Why are Chinese and American brands struggling? Let's break it down. China flooded the market with motorcycles, but many of them lacked quality control. Riders frequently complained about engine failures, weak suspensions, and lack of long-term durability. The result? People stopped trusting them. American and European brands were too expensive and over-engineered for Africa. Harley-Davidson and BMW make incredible motorcycles, but they aren't built for Africa's daily needs. These bikes are. An average Harley-Davidson costs over $15,000. Meanwhile, a Bajaj Boxer costs around $1,000
Yeah,
and does the same job.
it's not even a question. It's not even. Don't even show me the Harley though. If I can get 15 of these boxes for the same price as a Harley Davidson, and they're built better for the roads I'm going to be driving on in my daily life, it's not even a
More
question.
efficiently for Africans. But Indian motorcycles aren't just about affordability, they're also tapping into Africa's youth market with huge performance options. Bajaj Dominar 400, a powerful 373cc bike with LED lights, sporty design, and an ABS braking system, perfect for young riders seeking power without breaking the bank. TVS Apache RR310. Inspired by racing DNA, this 310cc bike balances speed, style, and efficiency. Hero X-Pulse 200. Built for off-road
That's a
riding
dirt
and
bike,
adventure,
ain't it?
this bike is attracting Africa's young bikers with its rugged performance. These bikes have unlocked the sporting DNA in youth, cementing India's position as a high-performance and
Hey, make
quality
me want a
motorcycle
bike.
manufacturer. Indian motorcycle companies aren't just selling bikes in Africa, they are building them there too.
my
By setting
dang.
up assembly plants and manufacturing hubs across the continent, they are fueling both economic growth and job creation. Bajaj Auto has set up assembly plants in Nigeria, Kenya, and Uganda to meet skyrocketing demand.
Bro,
TVS
yeah, it's over. They're absolutely dominating the industry, and it doesn't look like their influence is going to fade. Their bikes are better quality than the Chinese and much more affordable than American, and so it's not a competition at this point. And they're starting to do these sporty designs and all this, so they definitely reaching a youth. Shout out India, bro.
Motors has production units in Ethiopia and Egypt, producing thousands of bikes every month. Hero Motor Corp has invested heavily in Rwanda and Tanzania, establishing distribution centers and service hubs. By producing motorcycles locally, Indian companies have cut import costs, made bikes more affordable, and ensured a steady supply of spare parts, something that was missing before. Over 10,000 jobs have been created in Africa by Indian motorcycle manufacturers. Thousands of Africans have been employed as factory workers, technicians, sales agents, and mechanics in these Indian motorcycle plants. Microfinance partnerships allow local entrepreneurs to build motorcycles on loan and use them for ride-hailing services like Boda Bodas and delivery jobs. Skill training programs by Indian companies are teaching African youth how to assemble, maintain, and repair motorcycles, boosting self-employment opportunities. This is a win-win.
I'm assuming America doesn't allow India into the motorcycle markets. I'm assuming because at that price, how how could America compete with that? Because if I'm assuming there's no, I want to Google it after this video.
Situation. African economies grow, local industries thrive, and Indian brands cement their dominance in the region. Indian manufacturers are setting up more plants to cater to West and Southern Africa. TVS and Bajaj are investing in electric
West and
bikes
Southern
like the
Africa.
TVS iCube and Bajaj Chetek, which could revolutionize urban transport in African cities. Companies are adapting bikes specifically for Africa, such as cargo carriers and models with tougher suspensions for rough terrains. So, there you have it. Indian motorcycles are rewriting the rules of the game, leaving their competition in the dust. If you're in Africa, chances are your next bike will be an Indian-made machine. What do you think? Are Indian motorcycles truly the best for Africa? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit
Like I said, I want to Google this. Okay, so it says yes, Indian motorcycles are sold in the USA, but they're manufactured by an American company and assembled here in the US. There's 200 Indian motorcycle dealerships located throughout the US, which is not much at all considering how big this country is. But I just, yeah, for those prices, bro, I don't understand why here in the US. I mean, I'm not sure what it costs here in the US, but to be much more affordable, I'm not sure why the Indian market is not dominating here. Um, because there are a lot of people who can't afford those with the more expensive bikes, and it's just too with the cost of living. You ain't got money, but $1,000, bro, freak, absolutely affordable. That's all we have. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, check out